Yeah, end of the day, if she make the team, girl, go get us a goal.
Get us a goal, honey.
Right.
We're voting for you too, child. We're
we-
not against you.
Right.
We're not against Caitlin Clark. We don't hate her.
Oh my God. The fact that we have to make this claim.
Girl, I'm so tired. I'm going to get a shirt
single time.
made. I don't hate CC.
Caitlin Clark is going to be given her tryout for this USA team. Excuse me, is going to be how she plays in the W early on, and they added the people responsible for making these decisions that we know it's going to be unfair to some people, which lets me know we understand what's about to happen. What is the point of assembling a team if tryouts and training camps do not matter? I do not understand that for the life of me. And the more they do things like this, they're putting even a bigger target on Caitlin Clark. Again, this has nothing to do with Caitlin and how she plays, right? And who she is as a person. This has to do with the people around her, media, companies, Team USA, decision makers, all that. And I'm not a fan because somebody's going to get screwed, right? Because I already have questions about Diana Taurasi being on that team, and they're not going to give up a spot. She's not losing her spot,
right?
Based on the longevity and legacy, even though she could be a liability for all we know, as we've seen over the years. And then somebody else, that bothers me. That really bothers me, Terrika.
So, in all fairness, this would not be the first time that this has happened, where a rookie would be able to make the team based on their performance and play. I know Breanna Stewart did it before when she was a rookie, coming off 4 championships. Let that sink in. And I want to say, it was Candace Parker in 2008 who got an opportunity to try out to do that as a rookie too. So to be fair, it's not like this is the first time that we've seen this. So I get it. I just think that the talent in the WNBA has grown exponentially to the point that you don't necessarily need to use a rookie in this particular circumstance because there are a few other players who play that same position who have, in my opinion, possibly already earned an opportunity to try out for that spot. And it's just as simple as that. It's not necessarily about talent. But I think there are some things that you truly and genuinely have to earn. And to represent your country on the scale and on the magnitude that it means to be an Olympian. And I believe that Caitlin's an Olympian already. Like she's played on the USA under like junior team or whatever. So it's not like this is new for her. Like she's done this before. This isn't like a new experience or something that she hasn't been able to represent Team USA before, although it is a great honor to represent Team USA. I just personally and professionally, I feel like this is not one of the moments where it absolutely has to happen, right? And love Jen Rosati. She's the president of the Connecticut Sun. I am the sideline reporter for the Connecticut Sun, so I know her heart is in the right place when she says this. I'm hoping that so are the other people who are in the front office for Team USA. But I just think that there are a few other players who have shown over the course of the last couple of years that they deserve an opportunity to play. And this is how we continue to create this division that everybody's talking about, but not really, is that we keep doing stuff that can be perceived to have ulterior motives. And that is and that is where people are coming from with certain things. And there are those trolls who I'm sure are gonna hear this and say, oh, Terrika's hating again and all this other stuff. No, like you can't hate when it's just it's not hate. I don't even know how else to say it. It's not hate. We do not hate that girl. I want that girl to have the most tremendous career. She brings attention to the W. She brings attention to women's basketball. We've been craving and crying for attention for years. So no one's hating. No one's mad. We appreciate it, honestly. But there are just still some other things that you have to genuinely, by merit, earn. And
Yes.
that's just that. And that's just honestly where I'm coming from with it. It's just, let some of those who have been working towards this opportunity get that opportunity before we put on. And I don't think it's fair to Caitlin, if we're being honest. Why don't I think it's fair to Caitlin? Because I think, again, when you just look at the structure of the team that she's going to, her performance in college will look a little different than her performance in the WNBA. And she could still drop 27 points if she wants to, whatever, that's fine.
Right.
But I'm also saying, like, what she will be requested to do will look a little different than what she was requested to do at Iowa. And that might not, be something that the US Team USA committee or front office or decision makers will find well enough to put her on the roster for Paris. So there are just too many different scenarios, too many if ands, too many variables here that to just eliminate that, just get somebody else to do it.
Right. Now, but Terrika, I do got to ask though, like, who are the other players at her position that you feel like deserve a spot? Because we know how we always talk about, well, I thought so-and-so should have got MVP, or I thought so-and-so was like, okay, who would you take off? So I got to ask you that question to hold you accountable.
No, please ask me, hold me that accountable. I believe, let me see. I think Jackie's on the team. So I would have had her. Ryan's on the team because I definitely would have had Ryan. I don't think Sabrina. No, is Sabrina on the team?
Sabrina's on the team. Yeah.
Would have had Sabrina. Okay. Let me think. I'm going through all of them in my head, all of the teams in my head. Irike, is she on the team?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
I'm looking now.
Let me see.
Let us confirm here. We don't want to be wrong.
No, she's not on the team. No, she's not on the team. So you got Jewel Lloyd is on the team as well. Then Chelsea Gray. I mean, Chelsea Gray is a
Chelsea Gray should absolutely be on the team.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. And then you got Ariel Atkins.
Yeah,
as well.
I definitely, like, when I think of point guards, those are like some of the top point guards that come to my head first. So I think without a doubt, I probably would have slid at least Irike Ogunbowale an opportunity beforehand if she's not on the roster. I think she's earned it. She's an all-star. She's an MVP candidate. She's a vet. Like, I mean, she's proven. So I think that's one person who for sure. I wasn't sure if Jackie was on the team, because if Jackie wasn't on the team, she absolutely would have been in one of the top positions for me. But since she is, so yeah, that works. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, I ain't mad at that. All of those great choices, and I prefer them over Caitlin, where she's at in her career at this time, flat out.
Come on, flat out. I like you putting a period on the end of that sentence. You guys pretty much covered everything. I think, to Terrika's point, and a larger point is the continued polarization of Caitlin Clark can be a danger that I don't think we're necessarily talking about. Again, this has nothing to do with her ability. She's an incredible basketball player, and she's shouldered so much pressure so well. And so I do have to commend her for that. But I said this in a commentary earlier this week. What happens when all the eggs that we put in the Caitlin Clark basket, what happens if some of them break? What happens to the fickle fanfare? We're not talking about fans like us who are entrenched in this game, who love basketball, who know basketball. We're talking about people that only watch because of Caitlin Clark. So we understand that there's so much visibility and excitability that other players in the league are already bringing to the league. They've been doing that. Caitlin just adds to that. She brings and ushers in a new wave. But if we bear the responsibility on her to carry that alone, and she doesn't come through in the way that people that don't understand that adaptation that Terrika was talking about, it could really hinder the league. Obviously, let's just be real. The reason why she's considered for this opportunity with Team USA is simply because of the hype that's around her. It's going to bring more eyes. It's going to bring more attention. It's going to bring more fans. We understand that. This is about money, so I get it. but she's gonna have to make some adjustments. And mind you, I'm not really excited about her on Team USA right now until I see her play some defense. In the WNBA, you don't even defend well. So then we take it a step further, and now you're on Team USA. That's gonna be necessary. Even the physicality at that level, I'm not all the way sold. I'm just not. She's a hell of a shooter. One of the best I've ever seen in my life. She's one of the best passers I've ever seen.
Right.
But on the other end, when it comes to the physicality and the defensive skill set, she's behind. She even said it herself at a press conference and said, this is something I'm going to have to, I can't dance around the issue. I have to play defense now. So maybe she was just in a position on the collegiate level where it wasn't a requirement for her to be successful. And she's known all this time and just took breaks. I don't know. But until she plays some defense, I'm not convinced. All the best to her. If she makes the team, good for her. And hopefully she delivers. But to both of your points, there's players that have sown. And so even as competitors, even as people, even us that understand, like, there is a hierarchy. And I'm not saying it should take somebody the same amount of time to get someplace as someone else. I'm not saying that. But you got to earn your stripes to a degree. And in this instance, I'm looking forward to seeing how she fares in the W. But at the same time, you haven't earned some things. And it's just because you haven't been there. There's people that have been waiting in line. There's people that have been doing what they need to do. There's people that have been keeping this league alive that deserve the opportunity that you're coming in and taking. Not you, but the media bias is allowing you to take. I'm going to say it. Yeah. And other powers that be that are saying we need to do this because we want to make money. So it's just how it goes. And it's okay. And we fight through. That's what sports is about too. Sports and money intersect on a very high level. But at the same time, it's frustrating for me. But again, it's not personal to Caitlin. I love this game. I love this game. I play this game. It's about just what is the fairest thing to do. And in the spirit and in the soul of this game and a competition, I don't think it's right. But again, you do your thing in the season, girl. Then go ahead, put your uniform on and go get us a gold medal.
Go, I know that's right. And just to put a bow on this, Chris, you asked me also, it just popped in my head when she started talking about defense. The other person who I probably would have given an opportunity to at the guard position, Kalia Copper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was somebody was going to bring up. Easy.
So
amazing two-way player.
Yeah, amazing two-way player. But end of the day, if she make the team, girl, go get us a goal.
Get us a goal, honey. Right. We're voting for you too, child. We're not against you. Right. We're not against Caitlin Clark. We don't hate her.
Oh my God. The fact that we have to make disclaimers.
Girl, I'm so tired. I'm going to get a shirt made. I don't hate CC.
Right.
With a picture on it and some hearts.
It's absurd that we have to do this.
I've never had to make a disclaimer about criticizing any other player in the W. But we gotta make disclaimers about
And I'm not even a disclaimer girl because low key I said what I said in my Nene Lee's voice. But I'm just trying to be nice to y'all. I'm just trying to be nice. Disclaimers aren't my style. So
respectability politics.
You got a few more with me and Terrika, and then we just gonna say what we said.
You were like, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. And just one more note before we go to break, and we still gonna be talking about Caitlin Clark. The reality is she's probably not even gonna be playing that much. She's gonna be the last person on that bench, and she'll likely get
Reeve don't care how good you are.
She don't care.
You know what? I ain't even gonna say no more. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. You know why? Because all of these new fans about to learn what we already know as it relates to coaches and players in this league. Y'all got it.
Correct. Go off.
Go off.
Come on now. 2 to 3 minutes. That's 2 to 5 minutes. That's all I'm thinking.